everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Vikings coming in at 2-4, going up against the Ravens, who come in at 3-3.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here again is McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
First carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third down, Bridgewater. On the run, and it's incomplete, almost. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Flacco from the gun. Buying time to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost. in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Forbath out to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Play action. Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. A red zone first down for Flacco. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's McKinnon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And his pass incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure? Meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And 4 bats fourth will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on 2nd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee, Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. Operating off play action. Flacco. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Flacco. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Campanaro on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's 3rd and 4.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. McKinnon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense because any 2nd and short situation, you anticipate the run and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a first down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor on defense because now they're going to have to throw the ball, that's a play that you're going to be really, really excited about, and one that your defense coordinator now gets to roll the dice a little bit himself and create a big play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Flacco off play action. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Flacco from midfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Wallace, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bridgewater now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 31. 31 yards there and a first down. Bridgewater on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Bridgewater again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Forbath will put this one through. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down, Flacco now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted. Now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. To throw is Bridgewater. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Forbath out to kick this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the two, that you're going for two more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for one, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for two all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Ravens taking the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, Flacco. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone's
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Bridgewater, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Looking deep here for Macklin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go pass again with Flacco. And that will be incomplete as well.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of the... So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 59 yards on the ground. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To throw, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. from the gun, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up. Will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And now here come the Ravens. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go.
First and goal from the 8. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And it's third down and goal from the 4. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. They find some open field here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, Flacco to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brett Perriman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Bridgewater now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now West. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. He's back to throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Stephon Diggs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try to run with Murray. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Setting to throw, Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Campanaro with 2 ticks remaining. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Bridgewater now. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives it. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. Now Bridgewater. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Campanaro. And now running right through it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. On first down, Flacco. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Operating out of the gun, Flacco out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Flacco. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown.